you're good.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Judicial Proceedings Committee. Today is Monday, April 8th, 2024. Sine die. We're on voting list number 30. We have one. Is this concurrence or is it's recede, not recede?
House Bill 763, which is Shamari.
Shamari 763.
House Bill 763 alters the membership of the Commission on Hate Crime Response and Prevention by 1, removing representatives of specified organizations, and 2, adding 1 representative from the Office of the Public Defender and 15 individuals who are members of or advocate on behalf of a protected class under the state hate crime laws, as set forth in Title 10, Subtitle 3 of the Criminal Law Article. The Commission and all regulations and policies adopted under statutory provisions authorizing the Commission terminate June 30th, 2027. As amended by the Senate, the bill 1 increased the number of members of the Commission from 15 to 25, provides that members of the Commission are appointed with the advice and consent of the Senate, and deletes the sunset provision, and 4, provides that expiration of the membership for all current members of the Commission is on June 1st, 2024 of the effective date. And so the motion is to either recede or to not recede with the House amendments. House Bill 763.
So I know my colleague to my left feels otherwise, and I'll roll with him if he insists on this, but I just want to be very clear what's going to happen to this bill in certain circumstances. If we don't recede and insist on the Senate amendments, my understanding is that the House feels very differently than we do on this. The bill will go to conference and will be at risk. If the bill goes to conference and dies, then the Commission as it currently exists will continue on. The Commission as it currently exists has a virulent anti-Semite sitting on the Commission. If this bill doesn't pass and the Commission continues to exist, the rest of the Commission will resign because of that person being retained on the Commission. And so there's no way to retain the current situation. So I'm willing to go along with the Senate because I'm loyal to this this committee, and I'm loyal to the senator from Baltimore County. But I just want everyone to be clear-eyed what's going to happen. If this goes to conference and a deal is not made, the task force will explode and it will not go forward, and it will reflect poorly, I think, on all parties involved. And so I just want to kind of put that on the record.
So I've been communicating with one of the lobbyists from one of the organizations, and I've tried to understand what the House did and why the House isn't willing to just deal with the amendments that we put on. I have not heard one good reason why, number one, and to remember, their bill came over with the sunset. Their bill came over striking specific organizations and then giving, I guess, carte blanche appointment power to the Attorney General without any type of oversight. So that's all I did this summer. While we in this spot, yes, some comments were made by an organization that is in my district by a constituent of mine. And so, and she was removed without any legal reason that was given. And at one point, it was my understanding that the Attorney General's office, so long as they had the ability to remove, that should have been sufficient. It was later that we heard that there were, I think, 3 Jewish organizations that were saying that they would, their members would resign if this bill didn't go forward in whatever fashion that they wanted it to go forward. It did make sense to me that you had 15 appointments and the rest weren't. I guess the state agencies were going to be mandated. So that was the point of the amendment, allowing the AG to appoint everyone. And I'm hoping, I think the 25 it was 15 plus, there were 10 agencies. So it was still, I think, 25 members. And the second portion of, like I said, because there was no guarantee, I think there's been some talk about being a nominating commission or whatever. Well, that wasn't in the legislation. So we have this process where the Senate is able to look over the kinds of people who are willing to be put on. I don't think one of the arguments is, well, it's going to slow things down. It doesn't slow anything down. I know the governor appoints people in the recess, and then they come back later, and then we deal with it on executive nominations. I see no reason why we can't continue doing the same thing. So that's where I am.
You're against the amendment, right?
I see no reason
Okay.
why.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, if we were to recede, you still have the portion of that building where it sunsets. That makes no sense to me.
Do we need a roll call on this, or is it okay? Okay. So Sidnor, chair, or your chair.
Either way.
Okay. Sidnor, Waldstreicher, West. Okay. Yeah, Senator.
So there's my House bills, excuse me, my Senate Bill 17, the animal bill is over in the House. It's on a third reader, but apparently there are like several hundred bills on third reader. And it's got two little amendments which are inconsequential. And if we need them, I've got Jennifer Bevan-Dangle here who can explain them. I'm told we can pre-concur. And I would move that we pre-concur to whatever the House passes on third reader, so we don't have to get together later this evening to do it in person again. Can we do that?
We usually don't pre-concur bills that are still in the opposite chamber because they can still be amended. We can do that when they're in our chamber in rules, for instance, or something like that, but we can't just.
Can we pre-concur in concept?
What can we?
What if it
pre-concur
changes? What if the bill changes?
On pre-concur conditioned on no further changes being made.
That's a little bit of a. Let's.
Are we going to get together again tonight?
We can always.
It's on third reader,
We
right?
can. We can come off the floor and go to the silver room
Okay,
and do this stuff.
fine.
Can we just
Third reader in the House, they can't put them in.
that just
Yeah.
wouldn't work of the
Right.
meeting?
No, they can-
She can come into the silver room with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to jam anything up. It's just I don't.
No,
It's
okay,
too many variables.
fine.
Okay.
There are
63.
a bunch of advocates here for House Bill 290. This is one of the interception of wires if there's imminent danger. Do you want to take that or not?
I know, but I care my.
We have not.
I'm sorry.
No.
Where is it? Okay, and forget the Senate bill. I just want to deal with the House bill.
Sure. House Bill 1063 expands the meaning of underlying crime for purposes of establishing a pattern of organized criminal activity applicable to related criminal prohibitions. Specifically, the bill expands what underlying crime means for the reasons that I just stated, to include use of a firearm in commission of a crime under 4204 of the criminal article, contraband in general, under 9412 of the criminal article, a felony violation of the criminal law article prohibitions on fraud, bribery, false statements, impersonating a police officer, threats of mass violence, child pornography, a felony violation of or insurance fraud, removal or falsification of vehicle identification numbers, and abuse or neglect of a vulnerable adult.
Vice Chair Waldstricker,
Yes.
Senator Sidnor,
I'm gonna pass as I'm trying to read.
Senator West,
Yes.
Senator Muse,
Yes.
Senator Folden,
Yes.
Senator James,
Yes.
Senator Charles, Senator Kelly,
Yes.
Senator McKay,
Yes.
Senator Sidnor,
Good. Since I'm gonna say no.
Chairman Smith.
We'll go yes. All right. That's it.